Okay, hello and welcome to our video series following along with our class Digital Tools 3D. This is Jim DC, your teacher, and I'm going to be taking you through the program Adobe Illustrator. So I'm just going to go down here to my programs bar and just open up the program. Alternatively, you might need to go through the Start menu, where if you click on that Start menu, you can go to All Programs, and then you can go and scroll up to the program that you'd like to open. In this case, it's Adobe Illustrator. And so let's get right into it. So this video is going to be the first video in our series, and I've made the decision to segment these videos into small portions, each covering a specific topic. So in this video, we're going to be talking about just an overview of the interface of the program, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about workspaces. Okay? So right now, you can tell that we are in the Essentials workspace. If you look up here in the upper right, you can see we're under, it says Essentials here. And what that means is that we have a pre-selected display of tools here in our panels bar. This is our panels bar over here on the right side. And then over here on our left side, we've got our toolbar. And the tools that are displayed here on the right and left of the program are not the entire collection of tools that Illustrator has, but these are pre-selected and displayed as essentials. So this is what Adobe claims to be the essential tools for the general user of Adobe Illustrator. So we've got things like color here, we've got line weight or stroke, and things like layers. These are all things that the general user of Adobe Illustrator might use. Okay. So then if we go here to where it says Essentials, we notice it's a button. We can click on it and it turns into a drop-down. From the drop-down, we see a number of other workspaces available. Thinking about it from the context of being, maybe we're trying to do web design, we can click here where it says Web. And you see what happens is that the tools that are displayed, they change. And also, this panels bar here, this is our panels bar, it opens up and it unfolds itself to display the insides of the tools that have been chosen for what's most commonly used by web designers. So I guess web designers use things like stroke, and they use things like, what is this right here? This is links, right? Links can be very important for the web designer. We're not going to be doing any web design in our class, but I'm just trying to show you a little example of some of the different workspaces. These are templated workspaces that Adobe Illustrator has. Say we're trying to do painting, we can switch it to painting. We'll get a different selection of tools displayed, and those things are like, I don't know, appearance, gradient, and also transparency. So for our purposes as beginner users to the program, we just always want to make sure that this button up here is shown to Essentials, and that's going to give us the most commonly used tools in the program for the general user. And that's what we want, because we want this to be easy. It's a very complicated program, and without a lot of experience using it, it can be overwhelming. So we want to just teach ourselves to use this program using the tools that are displayed under Essentials. Okay? So there you go. So the overview of the interface is just as I've already explained. On the right side, we've got our panels bar. Each one of these items here unfolds into its own panel. Nested within each panel are several tabs, all which display different effects and parameters that you can apply to your drawings. So there's that. The panels bar is on the right. On the left, we have our toolbar. On the toolbar here, we have selection tools at the top. These four at the top are selection tools, things like the selection tool itself. There's also a direct selection tool, things like magic wand tool, and also the lasso tool. Below that, we have drawing tools, where we have the pen tool and the type tool, and things like the shape tool or the rectangle tool. In the same way, over here on the right side in our panels bar, where you can unfold these and find several different options, the toolbar works the same exact way over here, where you go to the rectangle tool, and anywhere where you see a little white arrow pointing down in the corner there, you can click and hold, and it will expand itself to display several different tools nested within that one. See that? Took a couple of clicks, but it got there. So if you need to make an ellipse or any sort of general shapes, it can all be found underneath the rectangle tool. So just be aware that, excuse me, just be aware that there's more than meets the eye when it comes to the interface of Adobe Illustrator. And what you just saw there where those windows popped up, what was going on there was this black area here, this kind of black expansive void. This is just the general workspace or the general work area of Illustrator. And if you double click on that, it goes to open. It goes to what normally would be under File, Open, and allows you to open up a new file. That's just a little bit of a shortcut. I'm just going to cancel out of that. But so you might get that a lot if you find yourself clicking in this black area. It's going to automatically go to Open. So sorry about that, but it's a good tip to know. So okay, so Toolbar, Panels bar. Up here on the top, we have the Options bar, and this Options bar contains everything that you find inside the toolbar and also over here in the panels bar. Okay, so this is kind of like under the hood of the program, if that makes any sense to you. So like for instance, over here we have gradient. Well, if we want to get to gradient without going to our toolbar, or if we accidentally shut down this panels bar, we can find gradient up here in the options bar. The example is under window. We would then go down to gradient and we can access it that way. See there? So this is under the hood of the program. This is where you can access all the goodies that you see here in your interface. These panels and these tools really are just here for convenience purpose, to give you an icon that you can recognize right away, so you can get instantaneous access to a tool without having to dig through here and go window and then scroll down and then go to whatever tool it is and then open it and then scroll over here. Those kind of movements can get repetitive and annoying, and so Illustrator makes these icons for you to click on as you wish. So all right, so there you go. So that's the overview of the interface. Options bar at the top, panels bar over here on the right, toolbar over on the left, and we've got our workspace up here, which we'll keep on essentials. So there you go. That's our very first video. In the next video, I'm going to go through this options bar in detail. We'll go through each one of these things because I want you to get really used to clicking on each one of these and get really familiar with where everything's located under the hood of the program up here in the options bar. And so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Okay.